Hey, this is Adam Post, creator of the College of the Dead graphic novel series, publisher of more than 1,000 comic books, and former executive board member of Platinum Studios, the comics, the film company that made Cowboys and Aliens. And tonight we're talking about the ratings problems for Supergirl, the TV series, and Batwoman, the new TV series. Is it true that if you get woke, you go broke? It's a good question. It's something to think about. Let's look at this. And hey, while we're at it, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. It helps me out a lot. Click the bell for notifications and like this video. All right, let's take a look at this. So this is coming from Cosmic Book News. And Cosmic Book News has a cool article here by Matt McLoin. Batwoman, Supergirl ratings continue to plummet. Unfortunately, they have been going down. All right, people are interested in comics and comic book properties all over the world. The Joker is on its way to doing $1 billion in its film, and but what's going on with these TV shows? Well, as it says in the article, things continue to look bad for Batwoman, the new series, and Supergirl in its 5th season, following the 20% drop in viewership from its first to second week. Now, Batwoman suffering over a 15% drop from week 2 to week 3, as only 1.23 million viewers tuned in for Sunday's episode. These are supposed to be properties that are well known. Obviously, it's a take on Batman. Everybody knows who Batman is. Batwoman is closer to Batman than the Joker is, right? I mean, Joker is in the world, but Batwoman is pretty close to Batman. Supergirl pretty close to Superman. But this is pretty serious. The drop from Batwoman's premiere is over 30%. Sunday's Batwoman episode also had a low rating of 0.3. Regarding Supergirl, Sunday's season 5, episode 3, seeing less than 1 million people tune in. I mean, what do you think of that? Less than 1 million people. Put in the comments below. Is it not a big deal? 900,000 viewers. Hey, if 900,000 people want to buy College of the Dead, that's fine. But for a TV series like this, that's not a lot of viewers. The rating for the episode dropped from a 0.3 from the previous week to a 0.2 for this week. Okay. Now, is the Hollywood PC agenda to blame? Obviously, this article thinks it is. So this guy has been posting that the marketing and the show's alienation of potential audiences is promoting Hollywood politically correct agenda. Kurt Sutter, who Disney recently fired, confirmed he was fired over not being happy at having to incorporate PC content over quality content. So what's he talking about? He's talking about, well, let's look at his article. This was a whole separate article that they did back all the way back on October 17th. It just not that far ago, but it wasn't yesterday, it wasn't today. So Disney fired him. He was the creator of Sons of Anarchy and the current FX series Mayans MC over what appears to be a backlash against the studio's politically correct agenda. Sutter confirmed the dismissal in letters he released to the cast and crew, which he's got to tell them what's going on, that he received the axe for being an abrasive D-CK and that he clearly ruffled a few mouse ears. Okay, so Sutter noted that while the cast and crew complaints are being blamed, he says butting heads with Disney over the studio's PC, politically correct, restraints is the real issue, which negatively impacted the storytelling. All right, this is what he said. Who have I been hard on this season in the studio and network? I felt the creative scrutiny of Disney from day one. Notes on scripts and cuts have been heavy-handed, demanding a level of dumbing down story and inane PC restraints like I've never experienced before. Hollywood has had a lot of PC constraints. It's getting really, really, really more and more constricting. I genuinely feared for the creative future of the storytelling, so I pushed back hard. No different than I have in the past. In fact, much tamer than he ever was on SOA. Okay, Sons of Anarchy. However, I was dealing with personnel who clearly didn't know me and my level of passion. Clearly, I ruffled a few mouse ears. So as a result of the Disney's purchase of Fox Studios, Disney owns the FX network, which saw Disney's Human Resources Department investigate various complaints against Kurt Sutter with the end result being his firing from the show. Okay, so is this politically correct agenda something that's affecting the success of entertainment properties? Is it appropriate to want to push your social agendas? And it's not about having female characters. It's about the limitations of what you can and can't do in storytelling. Is that affecting the success of these shows? What do you think? Put it in the comments. I think it does. But even the Star Wars franchise is in a disaster mode over the failure of Star Wars: The Last Jedi, which, I mean, it made a lot of money, but it was a failure. Lots of fans were not happy with Captain Marvel. For as much money as Captain Marvel supposedly did, there's questions over the accounting at Disney. They had to restate earnings versus estimates in their third quarter. We have a whole separate video on that. I'll put it in the description. But in any event, who went to see Captain Marvel twice or three times, and who's sitting around drawing Captain Marvel like they're enthusiastic about it? Pretty much nobody, because she was forced on us. So instead of building up women's roles alongside male roles, what Hollywood is doing is promoting female roles and characters at the expense of their male counterparts. It's true. It seems like it. Say if you think it's wrong, if you think what they're doing is great, go ahead and put it in the comments. But a case in point is that Supergirl has said that they don't need a Superman, and Batwoman promoted itself as better than men, as it being better than men, even Batman, and that males are in the wrong. So, the ratings are going down. They are pushing and pushing and pushing, but pushing doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to like it. And you can criticize people all you want for not liking something, but basically, if the magic isn't there, the magic isn't there. I'm sure you agree. This guy, if Human Resources is after him and he's doing bad things, then maybe he shouldn't be working with other people. DC may have a higher standard with their production values. If that's possible, might be completely unrelated to him being politically incorrect or not liking their storytelling. Who knows? But tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think the future of comic book movies and films are going to be if we have to have a politically correct standard for everything. Is it going to be that if everybody gets woke, all these movie companies are going to go rogue? Tell me what you think. All right, check out now also my project, College of the Dead.
Hey, I'm Adam Post, creator of the College of the Dead graphic novel comic book series. Take a look at the printed prototype. This is what the book's going to look like. And we've got the 100-page ashcan book of College of the Dead. This shows how we made the book. It's got all the script and layouts. It's really, really educational, and it's really great behind-the-scenes stuff. And we have the art book, which is an 8.5 by 8.5 black and white book. It's all the art without any lettering. A really terrific book, too.
The way you can get College of the Dead is to go to collegeofthedead.com. It'll bring you right to the Indiegogo page where you can buy the book. You can check it out. You can see the first 12 pages of sequential art. I think you're going to love the story. I know you're going to like the comic. You will love it.
collegeofthedead.com.